Good morning, everyone. Well, I'm supposed to come out here and warm you up, so I'm going to tell you a joke. Two atoms were walking down the street. One atom said to the other, "I think I lost an electron." And the other atom says, "Are you sure?" And it says, "Yes, I'm positive." Okay, is there anybody here from another unity? Okay. Is there anybody here for the first time? Okay. Usually we have a gift for you. You have some. Okay, hold your hand up. You just pass somebody. Hold your hand up high. You'll be amazed at the gift you're going to get. At the bottom of that bag are the keys to a new Lexus, sitting in the parking lot. All right. Okay, this is the season we're moving into, the season to be jolly, be happy, and you know what? We have a great craft fair going on over there. So when the service is over, be sure to go in there and check out all the stuff that people are sharing to sell to you. All right, you're going to love this talk coming up.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity of Boulder. Those of us who are joining us online and those of you who braved the cold to be here today. It's always fun to spend some time together each Sunday. A few announcements of upcoming events here going on at Unity of Boulder. As Jack mentioned today, we are having a craft fair over in Fellowship Hall. That is going to go till 3 p.m. today, so even if you want to go get some food and come on back, but make sure you check it out. And then next week, at the same time in the same place, we're doing the second half of this craft fair with new tables and new vendors. So definitely check it out today. Don't skip out on checking it out tomorrow. You're going to find stuff in there you won't find anywhere else. Next week and this week. Oh, okay. Not tomorrow. Next week. Sorry. We do have our Christmas services are coming up. They're going to be on December 24th. We're having two shows this year. One is going to be at 12 p.m. and the other one is going to be at 5:30 p.m. We do have tickets now available in our office and online. Even though the tickets are free, we do ask that you take tickets. It helps us keep a count on how many people are coming, so it's very helpful if you do that, but no one will be turned away anyways. But grab an extra one or two for a neighbor, a friend, or someone who's never been to Unity of Boulder and show them the amazing shows that we put on for Christmas. So that is December 24th at noon and at 5:30 p.m. And last, our gift drive, our annual gift drive that we do for Wounded Knee is in full swing now. We are taking food. There's a list in the lobby of all the different foods we want. If you see something on there you think you can bring, write your name by it and bring it in next week or during the week or next Sunday. And as far as items that we're looking for, anything warm, we're looking for gloves, hats, coats, snow pants, winter clothes of any kind. We're not really looking for just regular casual wear, casual clothes. We really are just looking for warm clothes. And we'll take bikes as well. They have a bike shop up there that they can get used bikes in a good working order. Yeah, so if you have anything that you would like to donate to Wounded Knee, please bring it on by here. We've got till just before Christmas to get that done. So, all right, thank you, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Unity today. This is the point in our service where it's a call for prayer. We like to acknowledge those who might be facing any challenges right now, even if yourself might be facing a challenge right now. We have prayer sheets in front of you that you can write a name down. You don't have to write what the issue is because we know that God already knows before we even ask to bring healing to whatever the circumstance is. And it's okay to write your own name down. It's okay for us to be loving ourselves and bringing the peace that we are searching for in our lives. So we always sing this song, but this is Lisa Temple. She's part of our prayer team. She'll come down the middle aisle and she'll collect those names. They'll go into the prayer box for 30 days here and prayed over every Wednesday night, and then they'll be sent to Silent Unity at Unity Village and prayed over every night for 30 days. All right, so you can join me in singing. You all know this song. You are the air I breathe. You are the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me. And I'm grateful for you. And join me. You are the air I breathe. You are the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me. And I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. So grateful for you. So it is.
All right, now I'd like to welcome out to today's special musical guests. They are some familiar faces that those of you who've been coming here for a while will definitely recognize. So come on out here, Sierra and Dinah. It's been a little while, ladies. Welcome back to our stage. Sierra is also one of the main soloists in this year's Christmas production. So you can't miss this.
Can't miss it. You can't miss it. Bring your friends, bring your family, don't bring your dog. But you know, all the people that you love. So we're gonna sing a song for you called The River, and this is a sing-along. We do a little bit of repetition. So, and there should be lyrics up on the thing for you, so no excuses, okay? We want you to sing.
On the chorus.
But on the chorus, okay, you don't have to start singing right away. We'll let you know, okay? Hey, Dinah.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. Grounded.
Man, she's in a good space. I, on the other hand, need to take a breath. And now I can sing. Thank you. The river is a healer, the river is a sage, the river knows no ending, the river feels no age, the river is a leader every single day, it's living in the moment and it always finds a way. Water heal my body, water heal my soul. When I go down to the water, by the water I feel home. The river calls me over, it's calling out my name. In the day and in the night I hear that river all the the same. It's calling me over, calling out my pain. Oh, a river gathers tears just like a river gathers rain. Water, heal my body, water, heal my soul. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Okay, that was your part.
You'll get more chances.
The river is a traveler, always on the go. Oh, a river never worries if it's fast or if it's slow. River, take me to where I need to go. Oh, and I will just relax and let the river flow. Are you ready? Water, heal my body, water, heal my soul. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Water, heal my body, water, heal my soul. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Beautiful. Water, heal my body, water, heal my soul. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Water, water's truth. Let it heal you. Water, heal my soul. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal. When I go down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal my soul. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Water, heal my body. Water, heal. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. When I go down, down to the water, by the water, I feel whole. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies. What an incredible way to start. Their blend is otherworldly, truly. I've been singing with Dinah and Sierra for over 20 years, actually. So those are my sisters in song, and it's so nice to be able to sit and actually just listen to them sing and really take that in and feel that holy energy. Sierra also will be one of our great soloists of our Christmas production this year, and the tickets are available now in the lobby. They're free, but it just evens out the services, and so there's a show on Christmas Eve at 12 and on Christmas Eve at 5:30. So pick those up as you're leaving today. So the talk title for today is Now is the Time. Now is the time. And people thought Jesus didn't respect the old law because he fulfilled it so easily. And Jesus explains that he has not come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. He told us that we also had the truth and the way and the light, that we could do and work the same miracles that he did. So his whole idea of fulfilling the law is actually an act for us to do. And we're at Christmas time, and it's a time of wonder, and it's the birth of Christ within ourselves. It's about the idea of getting out of the physicality of this world and stepping into the spiritual knowledge, into that second sight, into that knowing, that sense that you are divinely being guided always. And when we take the time to do our meditations, and we take the time to silence the mind chatter and the things of the world, the busyness and the the way we try to keep up with the pace of what this season can be, instead of just relaxing into the flow and the beauty of what this season can be, to be seeking out the miracles of this time of year. So now is the time is a decree that Jesus said it's now. It's not some distant day, it's not in a week, it's not in a year, it's not in 5 years when we fulfill certain things. We tend to put off our good tomorrow and keep on with the day that we're in right now, which it's really better to put that good, that faith, that light in our life today so we can explore and expand in that during this wonderful season of giving and serving and all the wonderful things that come from that. This last Friday, we had an all-church decorating, and we had so many people show up. And it's the first time we've had a lot of people showing up to serve, and it was so, it was really fulfilling to see the people coming out and helping again in this community. You know, we've had a lot of times where the decorating in the last few years since COVID, it's just the Groverland family. We show up thinking volunteers are going to come, and it's us decorating the place. So it was really, really wonderful to see that you're being reminded that these type of spiritual centers don't run because of the staff or the family that oversees it. It's run by you, that this place is yours. This is your center. This is your church spiritual center. And so it's in giving that we receive. It says that in the Bible. We can try to keep receiving, but it doesn't work that way because we're talking about the divine law. To actually live and fulfill the laws, we have to live within the laws of the universe. And one of the laws of the universe is it's giving that we receive. And when we think that we don't have enough, the nature is to hold on to grasp, to shut the purse strings, to be in a state of fear and think that something's going to come to us, and it doesn't work that way. It's when we're in that fear that there's not enough, that you don't have any other choice but to give, to open up to the value of this law that is divine in order. It's just like the law of attraction. You might want to put out there what you want, but you also have to put your energy out there, and you have to also believe it. You have to also make a commitment to receiving this good, but you have to be willing to give back to the universe. The universe is honorable, and we forget that part. Like if you follow Esther Hicks, and a lot of people do, you never hear her tell you to do anything for it. It's all just decree your good and demand your stuff, and it's all your will be done, and it's missing the very core point, which is this giving and receiving absolutely everything. If your marriage isn't going well, what do we tend to do? We tend to avoid the partner because they're withholding their love from us. And what happens? Then everybody's withholding their love from each other, and we're wondering why the marriage isn't working, right? We have to go towards that marriage, and we have to give that love to that marriage even when it's difficult, right? It's kind of the opposite, but we realize that the human condition makes us do the opposite of what makes this life flow in an orderly way. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. So Jesus accepted the prophetic vision and declared, now is the time, not only for his own demonstration, but to show all of us our own innate potential for the demonstration within our own lives. And Jesus was the way shower. He was just an example of the capacity, of the brilliance of what's within each and every one of us. You see, the difference that Jesus had, and the only thing that he did is, I know we believe that an angel came to Mary and told her that she was having a child and it was a virgin birth, and we can look at all of that in a historical way. Or we can look at it metaphysically when it comes to an angel. It's a divine idea. Something was planted in her that she was going to be giving birth to the child of God, the only child of God. But what if we all believed that we were giving birth to the child of God? How would we represent ourselves as mother to that child? It's all about the divine idea is the manifestation in life, right? And the virgin birth is about the purity of the mind and the heart of the woman that was willing to hear from the universe, because the angels are speaking to us every day. The angels are always giving us this divine energy. Some people call it their spirit guides. Some people call it their crossed over loved ones. All of that is happening. They all are talking and moving in through us, because all the angels want is our lives to go well and to be wonderful and to be peaceful and to be flowing effortlessly. The reason why things feel like there's so much effort involved is because we still actually want to dictate and demand how the outcome has to be. when we can never dream or pray for ourselves what is really good for us, as well as God can do it for us, as well as God can do it through us. So Mary, the mother of Jesus, was a student of the Essenes. The Essenes were a spiritual work, and they were found in the Dead Sea Scrolls in the 50s, about this group of people that prayed and meditated every single day. They worked with clairvoyance and literally bent things that shouldn't be able to bend with their minds. They worked with the mind over the body. They were people that were absolutely involved in this unity idea that we're so much more than this physical experience. We're so much more than this physical example, but we can go through life tunnel visioned and just believe in the things of the world, the work, the marriage, the kids, and just kind of go through it like this, or you can start to expand your awareness. When you have the synchronicities, you don't go, was that a coincidence or was that a synchronicity? You live from a view that it's all synchronistic, that's all divinely planned for you, that you're that special child of God, just like Jesus, so that we can work and utilize and magnetize all this goodness in our life. It's very exciting. The birth of Christ in us is the birth of Buddha in us. It's the birth of Krishna in us. It's all of those divine ideas that came through these beautiful seers that preceded us, just to be way showers of what we are. There is no Christianity or Buddhism. When it comes to the actual spiritual life, there is no religion. You can read any one of those books and find keys to opening up more and more to what I'm sharing here, right? Because all of them are bringing us closer to this divine experience, to this universe. Even if the word makes you feel uncomfortable like God or Jesus, take those words out and just fill it with source. Fill it with universe. Whatever makes you feel loved and held and seen and appreciated, right? It's working with this universe to feel the goodness of God. The goodness of God in our lives, right? And I know I used the word God. God doesn't have a hard connotation for me because I grew up in unity. So I don't have any of the twisted ideas that there's, some God that's judging us or giving us favor because of what we actually do to get these special things. No, the universe is just honorable. What you give is what you get. What you are is what you get. What you believe about yourself is what you get. It's all the vibration, because it's all the laws of the vibrational energies that we're working in. Last week we were working on making a commitment to ourselves. A lot of people use the word intention, making an intention for something different to happen in our lives. But there's wiggle room in intention. There's no wiggle room in commitment. Right, so last week we were working on commitment and what commitment means. When we make a commitment to ourselves, to be open to our good, right? I'm committed to having enough money to pay for my children to have Christmas gifts. I'm committed that the universe is going to take care of that, right? Being committed that you are open to receiving that, because that commitment is trusting with deep faith that the universe is always trying to fill in that area where there is a hole or a gap energetically. As long as you're free and you're not holding tight to those purse strings and you're not withholding love to yourself and other, and you're not withholding all the goodness that God made you, then everything is an easy flow. It's filling in where there is a lack. Because there is no lack. That's just a perceived opportunity for us to watch where lack is. But when we get into the flow and we don't get in fear of that lack, the universe sweeps in and fills it. Because you're giving in the areas that you have plenty to give, right? So that's the really important part of this divine experience as human beings having a spiritual experience. Or are we spiritual beings first, having a human experience? Where did we come from? We came from the spirit. Where do we leave to after the physical? We go back to spirit. We're so much more spirit than human. But in so much of our education in life, it's just based on the human condition, based on the careers, based on the schooling, based on all these things that are supposed to get us ahead. And yet, look at all these young people that are getting college degrees and there's no jobs for them. Because they're thinking about the financial outcome of what's going to come from a specific career, but there's no passion. There's no love for self that comes from it, because they weren't raised like in maybe Waldorf or these schools that are really working on the creative demonstration within themselves to say, you know what, you're really good with your hands. You know, you really should probably work with tactiles and fabrics and things of this nature. You're really an artist. Look at the way you draw, right? Or you are a computer person. That is your passion, right? But so much of it is this intellectual, like, yada boys that we get. And so the heart, yes, you're living from your heart. Because you always win when you're living from your heart. And then this moves to the head. But we're taught from here to here. They say the longest road is from the head to the heart. It's true, and it's really not that long. But it's quite a journey to open up to it, right? So when you don't know what to do, when you're looking upon something that's feeling like it's out of your control possibly, that's when we have to let it go to God, source, spirit, whatever word makes you feel connected to this greater power. In Matthew 6:6, it says, when you pray, go into your room and shut the door and pray to your father, mother, who is in secret. Your father, mother, who sees in secret will reward you. And what this is speaking to is that it's not a show, our spiritual thing, right? That's the part, like, you know, you have people that are like extra talk, really soft, and they just act really like so enlightened, and you're just like calling BS on it. You just could feel BS because it's based on a show versus the truth. People have souls with passion and fire and prana and all the good stuff. Like, you can feel the truth of a true warrior in this world. That's an awesome thing. It's okay to be really big and amazing in this world. It's not all playing a game of what it sounds like to be a spiritual person, what it walks like. It's what you are. It's how you actually treat people when nobody's looking. It's what you do when nobody's around you, when you see the trash and whatever. Are you a conduit of this better something, this light, this love for this world? It's not a show. You pray in secret while you sit there, and not only while you pray for yourself and things to share, to change, like physical issues or mental issues or abundance issues, but you always add into those prayers the ones in your family and your friends and the people around you that you know need those prayers. That's the giving we're talking about. So you're giving those prayers out for everyone, even if you barely know somebody, but they shared something that you know is an occurrence in their life, and it's not whole. They're not whole in this particular area. By your prayers, it just opens you up to receive what is missing in you. And then we're collectively praying for each other, and then we're just heightening and heightening and heightening our consciousness. And that's how we change the world. That's how we change the trajectory for our planet. It's becoming the light we want to see in this world, right? So when you pray, go into your room, shut the door, and pray to your father, mother. Of course, I added the mother there. We have to do that with the Bible, unfortunately. Everything is very masculine. Somehow the women were just pushed into the Father and Father God. But the Bible is so good, and it's so worth it to read it when you really read it from a metaphysical point of view, that these stories aren't about 2,000 years ago. These stories are about us. You can open the Bible, at least in the New Testament, and find something to work with every day, an affirmation every single day that can help us hold true to this heightened consciousness. And when we have a hard interaction with somebody else, or we have a situation where we feel hurt or we hurt someone, we become much more of a compass of alignment when we live within the passages that are in the Bible that are telling us that we are miracle workers. We can heal any illness. There's no doctor that knows more about our body than us. Everything at the core of us is what we're harboring and we're feeling inside of us. The depressions, the upset, all of the things that feel like they're out of balance are not because of anything that's happening around you. It all has to do with what you're affirming inside. And so how often are we affirming things inside of ourselves that are debilitating or less than holy? Making a commitment to just stop complaining. I'm making a commitment to also not drool all my negativity on others to get some sort of feedback. That's hard, right? Because so many of us in life, like, we do feel better having that gossip session, and we're like, oh, both stimulating. Who can tell worse, situation? Who's winning in the worry world or whatever? Have you ever been at like a party with like your old friends? Because all my old friends are in town right now because my best friend had a big birthday on Friday. And I'm sitting in these conversations, and I'm like, I don't know what happened, but I don't have anything to share. I mean, I literally am like so quiet, and they're all like, you're not your funny self, you're not your, like they're just judging. And I'm like, I'm sure I could find some stuff to share with you, but I want goodness in my life. You know what I mean? Like let you guys do this whole thing, but this is no longer fun for me. If you want to talk about the things of spirit, you'll get me talking, right? So it's getting in control of what we're sharing. Even with your, like, pets, right? Look at how you treat your pets. Like my dog, every day, probably like 100 times a day, I say to him, I literally live for you. I am like, wake up and go to bed to you. Like, I just live my life giving him affirmations, and he's like, I know. And you know what? He treats me like he lives for me too. What if we did treat each other the way we speak to our animals and we sing to our animals? And do we really complain to our animals? I don't. I would never want to ever affect his gorgeousness, his aura, right? He'll know if I'm sad, and he'll cuddle, and he always makes things better. But taking on that spark of light that we are, taking responsibility and being committed to that spark of light that God put in us. That spark of light, of love. From the moment we came from the spirit world to this physical world, no matter what talked you out of your goodness and your gloriousness in life, which everybody has had that, the cuts, the things that made us lacking, limited, and feeling not good about ourselves. What if we could stop sharing those parts of ourselves and start focusing on what is so beautiful? What is so holy? What is magnificent about you? Because we lead with our pain bodies because it makes people more comfortable. Did you know that? And when somebody leads with their light, if you're not in light, it can agitate you. It will agitate us because we're not vibrationally of light. I'm talking about authentic light. The authentic kind that's not a show. It's one that literally that day says, give us our bread, our daily bread. Like, give me this day our daily bread. Give me this day of fulfillment. Give me this day of all that I need, and bring me to the very presence of where I'm needed. Right? It's always in the service and the receiving. It's never just in the receiving. So sometimes it is time to take a time out and stop telling others of the discord that is appearing in your life. Walk in nature. Find a holy place, or simply sit down where you are and hold the prayerful intention for results to come from your heavenly mother, father. To know that nobody outside of you is ever going to do it for you. And also, a lot of times when you are really focusing on that good that is experiencing and expanding in your life, you have to have discernment with who you're sharing it with. Is it something that's going to build you up in that beautiful place that you're living? Because we're not looking for somebody else's approval on this light bearer that we are. The only way you get approval is by somebody becoming a light because they're around you. It's not for the results. It's not for the compliment. It's for our inner peace and happiness. And when people light up and see you, those are the people you need to share those wonderful goodness of God's moments with. Manifestation isn't about receiving what you ask for. It's about receiving what aligns with who you are. Manifestation isn't about receiving what you ask for. It's about receiving what aligns with who you are. Focus on change. Navigate the trials with gratitude. Embody your evolving self. And celebrate your progress with each step. Celebrate your progress with each step. If you just had one day where, I get a lot of feedback how Thanksgiving went, because a lot of people are with family members, and there's always that family member. And they go, well, actually, I really got along with Uncle Joe at Thanksgiving. You're like, that's you celebrating those little moments, right? And as we celebrate those little moments, again, that's a giving thing where you now receive more of that good from Uncle Joe. I can't use my own family's names. I'm so kidding. They are like enlightened. They are perfect. Right, Dad?
Oh, yeah.
In Matthew 6:8, it says, "And when you pray, do not babble on like pagans, for they think that by their many words they will be heard. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him," her, Mother Earth, whatever word. "And when you pray, do not babble on like pagans, for they think that by their many words they will be heard." We've met that person, so it's that person's like overly saying it, like as if you're going to convince something that's outside of yourself to receive it. We're not trying to placate to some God outside of ourselves. That has nothing to do with it. We are opening up to the divine heritage that we are at the core of who we are. So what are the pagans? What does the pagans represent in the Bible? Metaphysically, pagan means one in any age who believes in the power of material things. It's the ego. So this is like the ego going, well, if you're telling everybody how you're going to get it, and you're going to negotiate, and you're negotiating with a universe that doesn't care about your babbles, what it's saying. Just know that once you align with that source, with this divine energy, that it's already coming to you. By you trusting and having faith in this greater power that's always there, filling in where there is a need. In Mark 11, it says, "And Jesus answered them, 'Have faith in God. Truly I say to you, whoever says to this mountain, be taken up and cast into the sea, and does not doubt in their heart, but believes that what they are saying will come to pass, it will be done for you.'" So no matter what obstacle you're facing today, all we are doing is we're just saying we can overcome this. And we have faith in this greater something, this greater power, this love, to move it out of our way, even if you can't intellectually figure out how to move it out of your way. That's the problem. That's where we get discouraged, because we can't mentally figure out how to get this obstacle out of our way. And so we keep doing the same thing over again, knocking on a door that's been closed over and over again because you're not opening the door, which is the universe, which is heaven on earth, that's seriously waiting, like, can you stop knocking on that closed door for years and years and turn and look at all this that's just going to blow you over and heal all of it? But we're so tunnel vision on the ways we always do things. We tend to just be really cyclical and do the same thing, different season. We got to get out of our comfort zones. And it starts with meditation every day. It starts with closing your eyes and being in the presence of this source, this love, and just breathing. Just breathe with me. Let's just breathe. I'm going to ask a little music to be turned on, and we'll just kind of go into a meditation of breath. Just breathing, bringing up into your mind this obstacle or obstacles that you might be facing right now. And observing where you are, how you are facing it. Are you using the same tactics that have shown you over and over again that they're not working? So what if you decided to now take a deep breath in and just release all that control, all that need to try to fix this cumbersome situation, and allow it to leave your body and your experience? Josh, if I could get some music, that would be great. Let it leave your experience. Put your hands on your heart now. And just breathe. Letting this all go. This thing that feels like it might be limited or out of your control, give it to God, give it to Mother Earth, give it to Spirit. Spirit knows what to do with the situation. This situation is here to grow you. It's a divine descendant of your good. Because you keep thinking you have to push up against it at will. But the only lesson that's been in it is to surrender it away and to ask Spirit for new sight, a new understanding, to divinely connect with this greater part of your soul, to remember the majesty of who you are. You don't have to break it apart. You don't have to even unpack it. God knows what is needed in this situation at this time. Release it. Let the universe do what it knows how to do. And that takes faith that this universe is honorable. Now let's contemplate how it would feel to not have this mountain in your life anymore, to have overcome it. It is gone. It is healed. Every person, everything, every situation that is involved in this situation are also doing very well by it being over as well. This is not needed, it's not wanted, and it's not necessary, and we give it to you, God. We give it to the source. We give it to the universe to recycle, remove, and move into the healing, to that which is being called of this experience. So while we sit and bask in the feeling of the resolved feeling, we come into a place where we find a state of gratitude. Thank you, God. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you for taking this out of my life so I may be the conduit of love and light for all the other enjoyable, wonderful areas of my life. And I step into my higher and higher levels of consciousness as I see down on my life like an eagle flying through the sky, taking an inventory of all my good. Taking an inventory of all that love that surrounds us. Feeling the protection of God in every area of life. And knowing today is the day. This is the time, as Jesus said. This is the time. It's not tomorrow, and it's not yesterday. It's today. We give thanks for this. Give us this day our daily bread, all that is necessary to sustain life spiritually, mentally, and physically. Give us this day, Lord. Give us this day, Divine Mother, our daily bread. And we are so grateful. Amen.
What a beautiful, amazing message for us to carry with us, especially through these holidays. We have the opportunity to bring blessings wherever we go. Just feeling that presence within us and knowing we're interconnected with everything we run into, we can pass that presence on just by being grateful, considerate, compassionate. That's what we're doing, carrying the message of truth that we are divine. What a beautiful way to have it said to us, and what a beautiful opportunity we have to carry this message through the holidays. And so, those of you that are watching online, we once again always invite you, come on in and join us here at the physical service. You'll enjoy it as much as these people here are enjoying it, a lot more than just watching it on a screen. But in any case, you can scroll down to that place that says donate on our website and donate to Unity of Boulder. Everyone here can bring to mind and into their hands that gift they'd like to make to Unity, and we can bless it with this offering prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, because I give. And so it is. Amen. And we have the opportunity to listen to Sierra and Dinah share their music with us once again.
I've decided to be happy. I've decided to be glad. I've decided to be grateful for all I ever had. I've decided to let go of all this pain tonight. I've decided to let go of all these demons inside. I know I am blessed. I know all I ever wanted was this. I know I don't need more. I've got what I came for. I've decided to be open to that little voice inside, telling me I'm beautiful. It's okay to be alive. I've decided to be kinder to myself when I feel sad. I've decided to be grateful for all I ever had. I know I am blessed. I know all I ever wanted was this. I know I don't need more. I've got what I came for.
Thank you. It's awesome.
All right. See, we're rubbing tears off their faces. Talk about hearing angels singing. My goodness, wow. They are amazing. So we have prayer partners available to you over here with their white sashes on. If you're facing an issue that you'd like to share with a prayer partner, you just stay seated in the seat after the completion of the service, and they'll come and pray with you. And here, down in our beautiful meditation room, we want to make sure that you know they have an incredible craft fair with amazing, amazing items for local people that are selling their goods. Please support that. Please call friends of yours that like to come to craft fairs. They'll be open till 3 in the fellowship hall. And I'll be doing a discussion group after the service in like 5 minutes after at the back of the sanctuary if you want to come chat and talk about the service today or anything else that's on your heart. And we are going to close with Let There Be Peace on Earth and stand and circle up. So that means that all of you come down here and around. Look at you go. It's amazing.
An angel. Thank you.
So we have to stretch around to the back so we can get the full circle here. Let there be peace on earth. Let's take in all the faces of God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go.